I continue to familiarize you with cool Turkish series. Today I have prepared for you a selection of new Turkish series, 2024. Serials are great, so the problem of what to watch in the evening will be solved, and I also hope that the video you like and you will put a like for my efforts. Today's selection opens with the series Last Call Istanbul, starring Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ. The movie Last Call to Istanbul, in the genre of romantic comedy, is represented with stunning acting duo Kıvanç Tatlıtuğ and Burhan Saat, who bring a lot of fire, passion, and dizzying romance to the picture. Has no one ever wondered when and where a romantic story might begin? I'm sure many of you have wondered, and moreover, in your imagination, the most exotic places where a love story could start. The romantic story starts in a noisy and crowded airport. Saran is a self-confident girl, judicious and always used to follow her own instructions. But an unforeseen circumstance, that is, a small emergency, can happen to anyone. In New York, at the airport, as a result of a misunderstanding, Saran lost her luggage. It was mistakenly picked up by another person. Saran is confused, doesn't know what to do and where to report in such a crowded place, and she's in a hurry. Here Mehmet comes to the rescue of Saran, who is in a situation. The search for the lost luggage became a real adventure, and very romantic. Mehmet and Saran liked each other at first sight. Unknowingly, the search for the suitcase brought them very close. Did you find this series interesting? Please write in the comments. Black Mulberry. In the center of the plot of the series Black Silkworm heartbreaking drama, Zuhal Erdem, who tragically lost her mother. Having lost the most precious thing that can be in this life, Zuhal barely survived the grief. Her mind realized that she has no right to give in to grief and give up. Otherwise, her siblings and her father Chetan would soon be in trouble, and it would be difficult to get out of it. Zuhal has long dreamed of getting a medical education and becoming a doctor, but that dream had to be abandoned. She took on her fragile shoulders all the cares and worries of her father, brothers, and sisters. All the long years she proudly carried the burden and knew that one day she would achieve her goal. Finally, at the peak of her career, Zuhal became a personal development specialist and was making great strides in this field. Her father called her "my black silkworm" with great affection. She was destined to meet her love in the person of Typhoon and experience the most dramatic moments of her life. Zuhal once opened her heart to a man and found herself in the arena of massive events. Dilemma. At the center of the story, a famous TV presenter, who live on air, brings to bring criminals to justice. When the death of a 19-year-old girl shocks the country, millions of eyes are on her. Can she remain impartial when her son is involved in the case? The stars are far away from me. Guns and Ruzgar have been in love with each other since they were children. They grew up in the same neighborhood in families with the same material wealth. Ganesh's mother worked as a housekeeper all her life, and Ruzgar's father worked in the fishing industry. Khan, the son of one of the richest men in town, is in love with Ganesh and dreams of marrying her. One terrible accident drastically changes the lives of several people at once. It's love. The series got this name from the weeping wedding flower. The main character of the serial is a girl named Yesil. She discovers that she has hidden abilities. She describes life events that are happening and will happen with the help of soccer terms. In addition, we will see the story of a famous soccer player named Yasin, who with his goals to cheer up the crowd. The series is filmed in Cappadocia, which is famous for its extraordinary nature. Asaf. Asaf works as a cab driver. His own principles are more important to him than money. His stable and happy world falls apart after his divorce from his wife and separation from his son. To make matters worse, one day he gets into a car accident and finds himself in the epicenter of a criminal showdown. Now the life of an innocent man is in the hands of a mobster, and the leader Nasik intends to get even with his old enemies with Asaf's help. Bonus of today's selection: Enemy of Love. The story of one family with 3 daughters living peacefully. Bari has given a lot of strength, patience, and love to raise her children well. Inci, Neva, Faraseth, and Maher have always felt their mother's love and support. So Bari, who has seen sorrows and moments of bitter tears in her life, tries her best to protect her children from this, tries her best to keep her daughters out of it. However, life is so organized that almost everyone makes his own mistakes and learns from the bitter experience. But Baria as a mother is deeply pained to see the unhappiness of her daughter Inci, who so cruelly mistaken in her love and badly burned by the betrayal of the man she loved. Now Inci has completely got rid of her rainbow dream and hates the whole male species. She lives for today, trying not to look ahead. Her heartache may have begun, but the bitter lesson has not been forgotten. Inga's heart is completely closed off from all feelings for men, and what's more, she no longer trusts any of them. It is at this complex and contradictory period of her life, Inji accidentally met a young and talented Dr. Uygar, who turns out to be the complete opposite of her. While Inji is the enemy of love, the romantic Uygar is full of idealism and sincerely believes in high feelings that can make a person truly happy. Uygar is enchanted by Inji, and a premonition whispers to him that he has a very difficult job ahead of him. It is one thing to win a girl's favor, to melt the ice in her heart, but to gain her full trust and reciprocation is another. Don't forget to write in the comments, what series will you watch first?